Well, hello everyone. Welcome back here to the Megan Moose channel. It's Wednesday and you may know what time of the week it is, but in case it's your first time watching here tonight, I want to welcome you to the Megan Moose channel every week here at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. We always do a weekly live stream here where we talk about some type of Disney topic, theme park topic, or ways to help you make the most with your travels. So I am very excited tonight. Recently, we've been doing some fun Disney discussion topics. And tonight I want to chat with you guys about if you were a Disney Imagineer, what would you create? So last week we talked about things that we had on our Disney bucket list. What are things that you would like to do at Disney, or if there is some type of experience or Disney park that you want to go to, what are some things that you have on your Disney bucket list? But tonight, I want to pretend like we are all Disney Imagineers, and if we had the ability to create a ride, a show, a park, anything, I want to know what you would do if you were a Disney Imagineer. So welcome back here tonight. I'm so excited to have you guys all here tonight, and we'll say hi to everyone that is hopping in. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? Welcome. An obsessed Rangers fan, how you doing? Glad to have you here and hope you guys are all doing well. Hello, Mom, how are you doing? Oh, so tonight is Mandalorian night. I will admit, I have not watched any of the Mandalorian series or anything at all. I have no idea anything about it. And I also didn't know that it was Wednesday nights. That is when the Mandalorians came on. So I hope the episode is very good and fun for you guys tonight. Hey Janelle, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good time at Epcot. She's going to see Harmonious tonight for one of the last times. So we were already talking earlier, but I can't believe that Harmonious is almost here and gone, and we're going to see a new show coming in. So, hey, Sophie Cat, how you doing? Welcome in. Excited to have you here tonight. And hey, Melinda, I assume, to Work Mice, welcome. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. So yeah, like I said, tonight we're going to be talking about if we were Disney Imagineers, what are things that we would create or like to see in the parks? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Last week, I was really thrilled with what Disney bucket list items you had. I thought everything was very unique and creative. So I'm excited to see tonight what you would create if you were a Disney Imagineer. I do want to know, what is your weather looking like where you are currently at? We are up here in Pennsylvania, and I can't say I'm even surprised. It is so rainy and windy tonight. I'm hoping that we can keep the stream because it already was saying that our Wi-Fi was going a little wonky. So hopefully the weather is better for you guys. We've got some windy and rainy weather here in Pennsylvania, but hopefully there's some sunshine where you're at. Hey Deuce, how are you doing? Welcome. Glad to have you here. All right, so as usual, I have some of my notes, some things that I would like to see if I were a Disney Imagineer. But of course, go ahead and put things that you would like to see if you were an Imagineer in the chat, and I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Okay, Deuce. So let's see. Upstate South Carolina, 63 and sunny. That is awesome. It is very much so not like that here. I don't know what our temperature actually is. I think we're 47 degrees. So we are 47 here in Pennsylvania. So it's getting warmer, but the rain doesn't help. So, oh, snow just ended with you guys in Ohio. Did you have snow tonight then? All right, so we'll go ahead and hop into our chat for tonight. But first, I wanted to share an update with you guys. Usually before we hop into our topic for the evening, I share any updates that we have over here at Megan Moves. And tonight, I wanted to share with you guys something that I am very excited about. Yesterday, I decided to launch a Patreon here on the Megan Moose channel. So I've gotten questions in the past about when are we going to start either a Patreon or memberships here on YouTube. And honestly, I wanted to wait until I felt like I could provide a lot of value to you guys if we decided to move in that direction. So I'm very excited to be launching this as a new way to help you on your travels, or a new way to go deeper with me over here at Megan Moves. So I have started that, and I have it linked in the pinned comment here in the chat, and I think in the description as well. So of course, I am so grateful for you guys here on the channel and on watching my videos that I post and everything. And I hope that you gain value through all of the videos that we create. But I am excited here to launch a Patreon as a new way to get deeper with you guys. If you have any questions or ways that you need help on your theme park travels, that is the whole reason that I am doing social media. I'm very passionate about helping you guys on your travels. So I really hope that this is a thing that can help you if you are looking for more support or just a way to grow a deeper theme park community. Of course, we're theme park enthusiasts over here. So I'm so excited to launch this and share this with you guys. So like I said, we are theme park lovers over here. So when creating the Patreon, I kind of want it to be theme park themed as well. So if you take a look at the different tiers that we have on there, Patreon allows you to create different tiers for your Patreon. And so I have 3 separate tiers. We have the pass holder tier, the thrill seeker tier, and the rope dropper tier. So all of them have different things that are included in the tiers, but I'm so excited to be launching this for you guys. And of course, if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to let me know either in the chat or in the description bar or in the comments, or of course you can send me a message as well. So very excited to be launching this with you guys. I am going to create a full video talking about the Patreon, other reasons why I want to do it, and what's included if you have any other questions. So be on the lookout for that in the next couple of days. And I didn't do a little tab for this, but recently, of course, we've been doing a lot more shorts here on the channel. So we kind of have our weekly live, we have YouTube shorts, and I've been doing long form videos on and off. I did post a little poll in the community tab today asking if you guys have been missing long form videos, and a lot of you guys said yes, which I was very surprised about and very kind of honored that you guys enjoy the long form videos that we put out on here. So I am going to work very hard to get some more long form videos out there for you guys. And we are almost in April and we have a lot of fun trips and things planned. We do have another Disney trip coming up. We have a theme park trip over in Eastern PA that we are going to be taking part in. So I'm very excited to bring you guys all along on that. So of course, thank you guys so much for all of your support, whether it's here on YouTube or over on Patreon. I am extremely grateful that you guys choose to spend a portion of your night here with me and of course, supporting all of the videos that I put out. So that was just a little spiel I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you for the support, and I'm excited to, of course, chat tonight. So let me catch up with your comments here and everything. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got some ideas for if you were an Imagineer, what you guys would do. Hey, Sapphire Goat, how are you doing? I wanted to make sure I said hi to you. All right, let's see. All right. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm catching up with everybody's comments. All right, so Sophie the Cat, you would create a ride for Rapunzel, yes, in Magic Kingdom, maybe a roller coaster or something that is like the Tower of Terror, but Rapunzel themed. So I am glad that you brought up Rapunzel, because a lot of my, I guess not a lot, but a couple of my thoughts as far as being an Imagineer goes, Rapunzel is one of my favorite Disney princesses, so I did want to share a little bit more love and give her a little bit more of a presence in the park. I really like this idea that you have a roller coaster would be very, very fun. Another thing that I had was, let me find it. I don't know, have you guys ever seen like, oh, I think we have a park here. It's called Idlewild in Pennsylvania. I think it's Idlewild that has the ride, but it's a whip theme ride. So it kind of like whips you around in a circle. I thought it would be very cool if there was a Tangled themed whip ride at one of the parks where Rapunzel was in the center of the ride and her hair was kind of used to like whip you around as the ride. I thought that would be kind of fun. Another like Tangled or Rapunzel themed idea that I had was having some type of Tangled show. So I really like the Beauty and the Beast show that they have at Hollywood Studios. And if somehow they could have a Tangled show like that, I think that would be very fun. I would think it'd be really neat to see like Maximus come out, of course, all the characters, the scene where the ruffians come out, I think would be so fun. When we were at Disney on Ice, they did a little Tangled segment, and that was so cool to see on Disney on Ice. I think it would be so fun in a show version. So 100% agree for more Tangled themed and more Tangled and Rapunzel presence in the parks. So I like that idea. All right, let's see what else you guys had to say. All right. Good show for maybe a good show for Animal Kingdom. Is that what you were saying, Doofs? Maybe I missed part of your comment there. Oh, I see what you're saying. All of the I remember when I went a while ago, I think it was like the Rivers of Light or something. I vaguely remember the show that they used to have at Animal Kingdom, but I would like to see a new show at Animal Kingdom as well. I think that would be very nice. Let's see. Yes, so Doofs, as far as the Patreon goes, so we do have, I want to make sure I'm reading your, so I do have, as far as the Patreon goes, and I'm happy that you brought this up. I do have in some of the tiers, we are going to do some special monthly live streams that are exclusive, but I did think it would be a neat idea to do like a one-on-one live or a Zoom chat with people if you wanted to chat with me, of course, or if you had questions as far as theme park travels goes. Maybe I'll have to talk to you, Deuce, about the logistics of how to do that. I didn't know if you could do it within Patreon, but I would be willing and up to do that. I think that would be so cool, of course, to get to know you guys better and to help you guys if you need support in that way. I would love to do that. So Deuce, we might have to chat about that. Yes, the long form videos are definitely have definitely been a little bit difficult. I also need a new computer. The way that I edit as far as long form videos go, it takes forever for me to get a video out, and I would like to kind of streamline that process a little bit better, and with a new computer would definitely help that. So we're going to look into doing that, and then also get some more long form videos out for you guys. Hey, Disney Dumbo lover, thanks for being here. Let's see. Okay, so Chris, what are you saying? So leave Splash Mountain alone, bulldoze Tom Sawyer Island, and put a Tiana themed restaurant there. You will use the Liberty Square riverboat to get there. That is actually a really neat idea. I like that. I think it would be really cool to do something. I don't know how people would react to it, but if something different was done with the Tom Sawyer Island to kind of make that another space that people will go to. I think a lot of people don't even know that it's a thing that you can go to. And I know it's been a while since I've even gone on Tom Sawyer Island. So if there was something that they would do with that, I think it would be a good use of space. And also I think there's some cool ideas that you could do with that. So I like that, Chris. I think that's a good idea. Oh my goodness. So, Melinda, you've been saying for years that Disney should upgrade Test Track to Sugar Rush. So that is something that I don't know, maybe we chatted about this before, but I was going to say that they should make some type of, like a Wreck-It Ralph race car ride where it's kind of like Test Track where you could customize your own car, or what else did I have in my notes? Let me look at my notes, what I had. But I agree with you there. Yes. So customize your own car, kind of like Test Track. And also, I don't know if you guys have seen with the new Mario Kart ride over at Super Nintendo World, it's kind of a virtual reality ride where you put these like goggles on and things happen around you and it's virtual reality. I thought that would be pretty cool as far as a race car ride goes, or like something Wreck-It Ralph themed. So I totally agree with you there, Melinda. I think that would be so cool. That would be pretty neat. So, and I think it would be neat to get more like thrill type rides at Disney. I think that would be a good addition for it. Oh, okay, Doofs. All right, so revamp the Figment ride, get rid of Eric Idle, and bring back the Dream Finder. Let's see, not saying bring back the OG ride, but fix the mess in there now. I think it would be interesting to see a revamped Figment ride for sure. So I know I kind of enjoy the Figment ride. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with that ride. The skunk scene, I'm not super thrilled with every time you go through it. And also the very last scene where they like push that puff of air out at you is always just a little too much for me. So it would be interesting to see what a new Figment ride would look like. So I agree with you there. All right, so Sapphire Goat, how are you doing? And let's see what you have to say. Your idea is imagine that it was a same ride layout as Rise of the Resistance, but it's a Wally themed ride, basically captured by Autopilot, the villain. And let's see, I think this is your comment. Basically, some of the good robots help you escape and get the boot back to the center of the ship. That would be so fun. I didn't even think about Wally themed stuff. That would be awesome. I love the Rise of the Resistance ride, and so if there's anything that is like that, 100% I would be up for that. I really like that idea. Of course, we don't see a lot of Wally stuff in the parks at all, so it would be cool to have a ride like that for sure. So I like that idea. Doofs. Okay, yeah, there's a great dinner show on the cruise. That's right. They do have the dinner show on the cruise. That is another thing. My family and I have been talking about cruises recently, doing some type of Disney cruise. And I think it was yesterday that Disney released some new news about the Disney Cruise Line. So the Wish looks like an awesome ship to go on. Maybe one day we'll have to go check that out. So you're right, Doofs. They do have that. So if only they would bring it to the park, that would be cool. Let's see. Okay. Sophie Cat, let's see. Your family and I don't live in Florida, but what are the advantages of being an annual pass holder? So, Sophie, I would say some of the advantages are, of course, the discounts that you can take advantage in the park if you buy theme park merch. I think it's a 20% discount that you get. Of course, if you're planning on going a lot of times to Disney World and making multiple trips, it can, of course, help with the cost of theme park tickets. So if you're planning on going multiple times a year, it might make sense to just get annual passes and save some money on tickets in that way. I don't think that you can become pass holders right now because they haven't introduced the system again, but also there are annual pass holder discounts for hotels. So if you're planning on staying on Disney property, there are some discounts that you can take advantage of there. So I guess honestly, if you're an out of state resident, it would really just depend on how many trips you're planning on taking and how the money saving type perks go as far as that goes. So hope that answered your question, but I think it all just depends on how many times you're planning on going to Disney World, if it makes sense to be an out of state pass holder. Finally get some good into the Wonders of Life Pavilion. I think why am I not remembering what the Wonders of Life is? Is that no, that's the Odyssey building. Where is the Wonders of Life Pavilion, Doofs? I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember where that's at. Let's see. Okay, this is a question about Tron. Let's see. What are your thoughts? How do you like it, and how does it compare to other roller coasters? So I'm glad that you asked about Tron. I personally really liked it. Now, I think it compared to Guardians of the Galaxy, I like Guardians of the Galaxy more. I think Tron is very fun and unique, of course, because of the way the ride vehicle is. I think it's very neat the way you have to sit for the ride. It's very immersive. I will say, for me personally, the best part of the ride is the first part where you are launched out and you go outside, like into the grid. And then the inside portion I think it's very fun as well. Of course, you're still like on the light cycle, which is a really fun aspect of it. But to me, the inside portion is just a lot like the inside part of Guardians. So I really like it. I think it is worth doing, especially if there is still the virtual queue when you decide to go, because that might cut down on how long the wait is. But I still think it's a must-do ride when you go to Disney World. I wish that it was longer. It is a shorter feeling ride, but it's probably because I'm still comparing it to Guardians, because Guardians is a little bit longer of a ride. But ultimately, I really enjoy it. I thought they did a great job, and I'm excited to do it again next time we go to Magic Kingdom. So we got to do it for the cast member preview, but it's going to be opening so soon on April 4th. It opens to the public. So I think it's a good ride. I like it. Is it my favorite Disney ride? No, but I do think that they did a really good job with it. So I hope that helps or answers your question. I think Doofs there were kind of saying a little bit the same. Hey there, Harper. Welcome. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? So you have an upcoming Disney trip. When are you planning on going to? When are you planning on going to Disney World? When's your trip happening? As far as any advice, I do have some videos on here if it's your first time going to Disney World and just Disney tips in general that you can check out. But my advice would be wear comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing, and then, of course, whenever you're going to the Disney parks, think about some of the things that you really want to do. Look into what the parks offer, what rides there are, what characters there are, what food you want to eat. I think it's very important to figure out what you want to eat before going. So that way you can try some of your favorite snacks or snacks that you want to check out. And going along with looking at things that you want to do when you go to the park, think of like the top 5 things are always what I like to think of. 5 things that you absolutely want to do in your day. So that way, regardless of wait times and weather and all of that good stuff, you can absolutely get to what you want to do. So I hope that is helpful. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask in the chat. And I hope you have a blast. And I'm curious when you are planning on going. Okay, so there is one available for in-state. That's good to know, Deuce. I haven't looked in so long. Oh my gosh. So Chris, retheme Tower of Terror to Up. That would be so cool. You're in the house and the balloons popped and down you go. That would be so awesome. I don't know how people would react to Tower of Terror being rethemed, but I 100% could get on that idea. That is a really good idea. As far as other like I had something for the kind of up themed. I wanted to have like I know there's Pixar Pier at California Adventure in Disneyland, but I would like to see a full like Pixar themed park. So I think it would be really cool to where you could go in and you could actually walk into the up house is what I had an idea of, but I like your idea a lot better. I think that would be an awesome ride. As far as the Pixar land, I would like to see a Coco area. I really like the Coco movie. A lot more up type rides or attractions, whether you go in the house or a Tower of Terror theme ride would be really cool. I'd like to see a Monsters Inc. land too, kind of like I think it's Monstropolis would be really cool to walk into. And Luca. I also really like the movie Luca. I would like to see some Luca representation for sure. Let's see. Oh, okay, wait. Sorry, I'm missing some of your comments, guys. But I really like that idea, Chris. Oh, okay. So that's probably why I had no idea what it was. Okay. That was done away with like before I became a pass holder. So, okay, that would be cool to see something done with that for sure. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So Dino Land USA is getting rethemed. They could make it a Lilo and Stitch land, a new Dole Whip shop. I am already on board with that. A Stitch roller coaster would be so cool, and maybe a Stitch spaceship spinner ride. Oh, that would be awesome. I like that idea. I think a Stitch coaster would be really cool too. And I love Dole Whips, so I could 100% get down with a Dole Whip shop. If there was like a make your own Dole Whip or like a Menchie's or like a Froyo and make your own Dole Whip, I think that would be pretty cool, where you could have a cup and then fill it with whatever Dole Whip flavor you want. That would be pretty sweet. So that would be pretty cool. I think, is that oh no, I think that's a different area. They're thinking about doing the Zootopia. And is it Moana? I think the Moana area in Animal Kingdom, but that would be pretty cool. Yes, I agree. Guardians is much better than Tron, but yeah, Tron does look a lot cooler from the outside, for sure. Oh, you're going on the 7th. That's awesome. So that's very, very soon. I hope you have a blast. If you're going to Magic Kingdom too, make sure you get a virtual spot in the virtual queue to ride Guardians and Tron. Guardians at Epcot and Tron Light Cycle Run at Magic Kingdom. So make sure you check that out. Yes, Dino needs to be Zootopia. I would love to see a Zootopia area there. That would be so cool. Let's see. Yes, we do have some 3D glasses here. Let's see here. Let's see. Can you rate your, let's see. What, oh wait. Oh, can I rate my all the Disney parks? Yeah, from your favorite to your least. So my favorite Disney parks right now, as far as Disney World parks, Magic Kingdom and Epcot are tied. I would say Magic Kingdom is still my favorite park at number one, but Epcot is a close second because they have a ton of good rides. The festivals are so fun. The characters are so fun there. I would say my third is probably Hollywood Studios because I do really like the rides that they have there. And my last is probably Animal Kingdom. As much as I do love the Pandora area and the Avatar rides, I would have to put it as my least favorite just because there isn't a whole lot to do compared to the other parks. And I think it's more of like a half day park than it is a full day. But there are still a lot of fun things to do at Animal Kingdom, don't get me wrong. But as far as my ranking of the Disney parks, that's probably my ranking there. But let me know what your thoughts are. 2007. Okay, gotcha. Use it for food when it first started, but then shut it down. Gotcha. Good to know. Oh, okay. Let's see. Melinda always said to retheme Rock and Roller Coaster to Monsters Inc. That would be cool. Would be fun. Yeah. Done to the chase on the doors. That would be so cool. You guys have a lot of good ideas. You guys need to be Disney Imagineers. I love all of those ideas. That would be so cool to have that. I could see like all the doors around you. I think that would be really cool. Randall pops out. That would be awesome. Oh, and yeah, I have seen a lot of people do want it to be Powerline for sure. To keep with rock and roll theme. I gotcha. Or Cars, yes, to keep with the race car theme. I can see that as well. Both of those are good ideas. Yeah, I could see some retheming happening here. Let's see here. Do you think I could do some good rides and other things at Epcot if I go at 2 for park hopping? Yes, absolutely. Let me read this again. Do you think? Yeah, I think you could definitely do. There's definitely ways that you can make the most of your time if you decide to do park hopping, and at Epcot for sure. There's the thing I like about Epcot is they have a lot of rides there, but there's also a lot of rides that usually don't have crazy wait times, like the Nemo ride, Living with the Land, the Three Caballeros ride. There's single riders for Test Track. There's ways that you can get a lot of rides in the evening at Epcot, which I think is very nice. So there's a lot of rides that you can do there. Of course, if you wanted to ride like Ratatouille or Frozen, those are some of the more popular ones, and Soarin'. So you may have to wait a little bit of time for those, but there's a lot of attractions that are kind of good get on and get off rides that you can really pack a lot into an evening at Epcot. So I hope that answers your question there, but I absolutely think that you could park up over to Epcot and still make a good amount of time over in that park and see a lot of see a lot of what Epcot has to offer as far as park hopping goes. Oh, good. I'm glad you agree with the ranking. You would like to see more original imagined rides, not too much of IP everything. Gotcha. Yep, I can see that too. I would like to see a lot more like Disney classics. I think would be really cool for sure. Let's see. Yes, Test Track. Yep, has the single ride. I think that's what I said. If I said something wrong, that's what I meant. Test Track has a single rider line that you can take advantage of. Let's see. What other ideas did I have? Oh, okay. The first one, this is like not anything groundbreaking, but they used to have a Baymax meet and greet. I think it was at Epcot, and I just want to bring that back for the sole purpose of showing him my Baymax Loungefly. I would be so curious to see what Baymax has to say about it. So I want to bring back that meet and greet because I want to beat Baymax. I think he's so fun. He's so cute. And I just want him to see my Loungefly and see what he has to say. And if they do decide to bring that meet and greet back, 100%, I'm going to go meet him. Let's see. I think a train of roller coasters would be cool at the Pixar park where you travel through. Oh, yes, travel through Riley's mind. That would be fun. I do love Inside Out too. I think it would be really neat to have a lot more Inside Out rides or attractions for sure. So I don't think that there's been any dates announced for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I think it's I did see the other day that Splash Mountain at Disneyland is closing in May. I think it's May 23rd. Don't quote me on the date, but it's closing in May. And then the Tiana ride is supposed to open in 2024. So I think it's late 2024, but they don't have a date yet. So I'm curious when the date will be too, for sure. Yes, Doofs, I hope that they bring back the Baymax one. Yes. And you think he would love my Loungefly. I thank you for loving the Loungefly. It's one of my favorites, and I'm just so curious to see what he would say about it. I think it would be so fun. Um, oh, okay. The second thing that I thought would be really cool, and I don't know logistically how this would work, but you guys know, as we were just talking, I love lounge flies. And I think it'd be really cool if somehow you could customize your own lounge fly. Now, even if they have like default patterns and designs or styles, that would be fine. I just think it would be really cool to kind of customize your own lounge fly and make a bag that you want to have that is kind of personalized to you, kind of like how you can embroider the Mickey ear hats, or how on like Nike you can customize your own Nike shoes. I just think it'd be really cool if you could make your own lounge fly. You could put your own characters on there, or you can make some type of cosplay bag. Like I said, I don't know logistically how this would work, but I do think it would be really cool if you could create your own lounge fly. That may be a little bit dangerous for me though. So, uh, oh yes, you want a Stitch meet and greet because right now you can only see him on stage at Tomorrowland. Yes, and you want to be able to hug him. Now you can, if you go to Ohana, you can meet him if you decide to eat at Ohana. But I do agree, if there was a Stitch meet and greet, that would be very fun. And I'd like to see Lilo too, because I know they have a character of her, but I've never met her. I think that would be really fun though. Okay, yay. So you approve of the Loungefly idea. That's perfect. I know. I think it would be so fun. Like I said, don't know logistically, but it would be so cool. Just a fun little activity that you could do in the park. Um, okay, let's see. Believe they have dropped the ball with Galaxy's Edge. Each park around the world should have different Star Wars lands, not cookie cutter lands. That would be really cool. That would be really neat. Now, I am going to admit I don't know a ton about Star Wars, so I know that like Galaxy's Edge is Batuu, but it would be neat, like you said, if every park had a different Star Wars land, maybe like a different, I assume it's like a different planet would be really neat that you could go and visit. That might be fitting for the park. So I like that idea, Chris. I think that would be sweet. Oh yes, the Decades collection. Um, Great idea about that. Oh yeah, glad you like the customized Loungefly idea. I really love the monthly collections that Disney does because I really anticipate what the upcoming collections will be. I really liked this past March collection, and I am very interested to see what all is released for the 40s in April. I think the Pinocchio bag is really cool. I'm not a huge Pinocchio fan, but I think they did a good job with it. And I'm curious to see what future bags and things it will have. Ultimately, I'm just in it for the lounge flies. I love seeing what designs they come up with, but the Minnie Mouse ears have been very, very cute too. So now that the 50th is ending over here at Magic Kingdom in literally 2 days, on the 31st is going to be over, which is just absolutely crazy. I'm curious to see what kind of merch they're going to be coming out with, if they're going to do a couple monthly 100th collections. I think will be interesting to see what they end up coming up with. So, but yeah, I enjoy keeping up with the Decades collection. I think it's very fun. Hey there, Monique. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Thank you for being here tonight. Disney cast crew member. Oh, so do you work at Disney? Are you a Disney cast member? And if so, where do you work at? If you're allowed to share. But welcome here, Monique. Nice to meet you. We are talking, if we were Disney Imagineers, what would we like to see made, or what would we do in the parks? So we've been sharing things about rides, shows, characters. Another thing that I mentioned before, I do really like the Luca movie. So another thing that I would like to see is some type of Luca ride. So I think it would be really cool, kind of like Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, if they had a ride where you were on a Vespa. I think that would be really neat too, as far as the ride goes. Or if you were kind of like coming out of the water and then onto the land, so to speak, as far as the Luca movie goes. I think that would be really cool, but I would love to see some type of Luca ride because I think it's a really good movie, and I think there's a lot to do with the Vespa design and kind of like a motorbike design. I think it would be pretty sweet. So we'll have to see if they ever do that. Oh, let's see. Chris is a comic book collector. Would love to see them have. Oh yeah, the Marvel characters sign autographs for sure. I know that's another thing I was going to say. I wish that we were able to get some type of Avengers campus down at Disney World because I loved it over at Disneyland. So I hope one day we're able to get something like that. And I love seeing the characters. So I know for you, it would be so cool if they could sign the comic books and stuff. That would be pretty sweet for sure. Um, all right. So you glad you're doing okay. You are guest entertainment at Magic Kingdom at Epcot. You share tales of Disney and make magic anywhere I go. That's awesome. I love that, Monique. Well, thank you so much for being here and of course doing everything that you do at Disney to make our trips magical. So thank you so much. That's awesome. What other? I think I'm getting down to. I think I had two more ideas. So if you guys had any other ideas as far as Disney Imagineering ideas go, feel free to put them in the chat. Or if you have any questions about theme park travels, whether it's Disney or other parks, feel free to put them in the chat as well. I do really enjoy the Moana movie too. That's one of my favorite Disney movies. So I think it would be cool if there was some type of Moana boat ride. Maybe kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, but you're on a boat and you're kind of going through and seeing the whole story of Moana. I think that would be very fun. You see Maui, of course, Moana, and I just think it would be a really neat thing that they could do. And I like the boat ride kind of vehicle aspect of it. I think would be neat. Sophie the cat, have you ever gone to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? Yes, and you've gone, but it's been a while, so I was wondering if you had any advice for going in October near Halloween time. Yes, absolutely. We went last year. My mom and I went for it was my first time and her first time too. I love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I've not done the Christmas party, and I do have videos on here of our time there and also some tips videos if you are going. But I think as far as tips go for it, the way that they have it is the official event, I think, goes from it's maybe like 7 to 10 or 7 to 11 or something like that, but you're able to get into the park early around 4 p.m. if I remember right. So my suggestion for it is to get to the park when you can get in and go and do some Magic Kingdom rides, make the most of your afternoon there, maybe get a bite to eat because there are some things, there's snacks and food offered at the event, but if you don't want to take up time doing that, eat during the time when the party hasn't officially started and do some rides that don't have special Halloween overlays or characters inside of them. So for like Haunted Mansion and Pirates and Teacups, and I think it's Space Mountain, they all get the Halloween party overlays, which are really cool to check out. So I recommend doing any other ride that doesn't get a Halloween overlay during the first part of the time that you're able to be in the park. So whenever the party officially starts, you can do some of those Halloween specific attractions and you can meet characters. There's a parade, which I highly recommend seeing the parade. There's stage shows and the fireworks are really, really cool too. So I could do a whole stream on the Halloween party stuff, and we have before, but I'm really excited for that to happen again this year. It's one of my favorite after hour kind of parties that they have at Magic Kingdom, and I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't been there before. So I hope that was helpful and I answered your question. You're also a music instrumental conductor on the Disney cruise. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you're a crew member for that as well. That's awesome. Wow, you really do a lot with Disney. That's so cool. We were just talking a little bit earlier. I would love to go on a Disney cruise. I think it would be so cool to go on the Disney Wish to see all that they have to offer, but also an Alaskan cruise would be really fun too. So that's awesome, Monique. I love that. That's so fun. Oh, you're going in. Yes, you're going in to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in October. That's awesome. I can't wait to go again. It's such a good event. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't want to see them put a Moana ride in Animal Kingdom because, yeah, they are going to have that huge walkthrough in Epcot. I didn't even think about, we do have some Moana stuff coming to Epcot. I completely forgot about that. The work on that is really coming right along. It'll be interesting to see that whenever it's officially done. So I can definitely see that, Chris. We already have maybe a lot of Moana going on, so maybe Zootopia would be a better option for Animal Kingdom, I think, if they were to go through with that. Yes. So I would say early, whenever the Halloween party kicks off in like, is it September? I think it's like September when it officially starts. It's either August or September. The days at Magic Kingdom are so empty compared to what they usually are because people aren't really buying park tickets or day tickets to Magic Kingdom since the park closes early. So what I recommend is if you are planning on going to Disney World during when Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is happening, I recommend purchasing a park hopper ticket, going to Magic Kingdom on the days that it closes early, and then park hop whenever the park closes at, I think it's like 7 or something like that. Park hop to a different park and go see fireworks or do some rides, because you can really maximize your time at Magic Kingdom on the days that parties are happening. We did, I think it was like 12 rides before noon on the day that a party was happening. There was no wait. It was absolutely insane. So highly recommend that for sure. Tron getting a Halloween party overlay. That would be so cool for sure. And Doofs, I'd have to agree with you. I've not been to the Christmas party before, but for some reason, just all the things that are offered at the Halloween party compared to the Christmas party and the overall vibe, I would say, of the Halloween party, I would personally say that it seems a lot more fun than the Christmas party. But maybe this year we'll have to check out the Christmas party. We'll have to see. Yes, the Space Mountain overlay. I was just thinking about it the other day for some reason. I don't know why I was, but yeah, the Space Mountain Halloween overlay is completely black. There's no pitch black. There's no lights or anything. It is a different experience for sure. Hey, Kitty Kathy, thank you for being here. Welcome. Thanks so much for hopping in. We are talking, if we were Disney Imagineers, what are things we would like to add to the parks? So yeah, mostly empty on park days. Let's see. Gonna rope drop that day so you can get a lot of stuff done before the party. So that's awesome. I'm so glad you can go on the day that the party's happening. You're gonna be able to do so many rides and you're gonna feel spoiled because you can do so much compared to what the park is usually like. So Doofs feel like they have lost sight of park theming. Disney is too worried about stuffing IPs into the parks and not sticking with theming. Avatar and Animal Kingdom, really. So I am an Avatar like lover. I love the movie and everything like that. But I can definitely see where you're coming from, Doofs. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about what they're adding to the parks and how they're changing rides and everything. So I think it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do with the parks kind of moving forward. So I had one more ride idea. And this was, I really like the Emperor's New Groove ride too. And I think it would be really fun if they had an Emperor's New Groove coaster. I don't know what park they would have it at. Yeah, I don't know what park they would have it at, but I think it would be fun if it was kind of like the scene where Kronk and Yzma are in that little cart. I think it would be so cool to have a coaster themed after that. It could be like, I don't know what the name of it would be, but I think it would be so fun to do some type of ride like that. So those were my ideas, but let me see what you guys are saying here too. Christmas party overlay was amazing. I need to watch a video of what the Christmas party overlay is. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to look and see what it was. Music and lights is what it had. Okay, gotcha. It definitely sounded really fun whenever I was looking at it and watching things about it. So I'll have to look at that again. Oh, hey Hannah, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, more Jungle Book stuff in Animal Kingdom. That would be so fun. If they did a ride or some type of like walkthrough of the jungle would be really cool. I think that they need more stuff in Animal Kingdom to begin with. I think they need more rides or just more things to do. But Jungle Book would be perfect for it, Hannah. I really like that idea. That's perfect. We need Emperor's New Groove, anything at the parks. Yes, even a meet and greet would be really good. I'm pretty certain they have an Yzma and a is it an Yzma? Or maybe it's a Kronk meet and greet. Is it for like the Run Disney events or something? I've seen it before. I think it's just a special occasion meet and greet that they have. But I agree with you. Anything Emperor's New Groove would be so fun. Um, Fine with any coaster. Yeah, watch Emperor's New Groove. It's a really good movie. It's on Disney Plus, so it would be a fun kind of Friday night movie to watch if you needed a movie for sure. Um, Oh, Expand Magic Kingdom. Hey, Guy, how are you doing, by the way? Yes, I think they have plans of doing that and adding a villains or like a dark park area behind Big Thunder Mountain. And I think is that where they're adding the Encanto or the Coco area? I can't remember. But that's another thing that I was going to say if they made like a separate theme park. But expanding Magic Kingdom would be cool too. Adding more would be neat. Um, Hey, Sophie the Cat. So, when going to Disney World during the summer, some essentials absolutely are rain gear. It's going to be, especially if you're going in July, it almost rains every day. Highly recommend bringing rain gear with you and having it on hand, whether it's a poncho or an umbrella or a raincoat. You're going to want to have something like that. And sunscreen. Sunscreen you're going to want to have so that way you don't get burnt during your park visits. And there was another essential I usually say. I started using liquid IV when at the parks. I think that is really helpful to help you stay hydrated, but ultimately bring a water bottle so that way you can stay hydrated throughout your day because it gets very, very warm. Oh, a Stitch. Hey there, Brian. How you doing? Would create a Stitch themed hotel or coaster. That would be so neat. We talked earlier. People were wanting a more of a Stitch meet and greet, or yes, a Stitch theme coaster would be so super cool. So I could get on board with that. I like that. Um, yes, Sapphire Goat. I was talking to someone the other day about doing a Run Disney event, and meeting the characters would be so fun for sure. That is something I'd like to do. Maybe we'll have to work on that in upcoming Run Disney events, but I agree with you. The characters would be like what I'd be doing it for. So um let's see. Kitty Cathy, if you were an Imagineer, you would add an attraction in Animal Kingdom for fairy tale creatures like dragons. So I don't know too much about this, but I think as far as the history of Animal Kingdom when they were creating it, I think they were wanting to put some type of fairy tale land in there. So I agree with you. I think it would be so cool if they did something like that. That would be really neat. It would be neat too if they added like Raya. I think it's either Raya or Raya in The Last Dragon. They could totally put an attraction or an area for that movie over there. So I agree with you, Kitty Cathy. That would be cool. Oh, correct about the Encanto and Coco. It's not confirmed what, but pretty sure it will expand there, which will be pretty neat whenever that news comes out for sure. Used to have a King Louis and oh, they did. Oh, I didn't know that. They used to have that meet and greet at Animal Kingdom. I had no idea. Man, yeah, there's probably a lot of things that they used to have at Disney that I don't know about or that I wish would come back. So that's really cool, Deuce. Let's see. What do you recommend doing in Disney when it rains? Somehow, every time I've gone, it hasn't rained. Like, what type of things can you do? So, I always recommend to when you're going into your day at Disney World, kind of get an idea of what the weather's looking like. So, if it looks like it's going to rain during the day, make sure that you do any outdoor rides or coasters so that way you can get them in before it starts raining. Because if it lightnings or thunders, the rides will shut down. So, when it is raining, I always like to say you can do indoor rides. That is a perfect time to go and do some type of indoor show or a meet and greet. They do have some meet and greets that are indoors as well. And shopping. Of course, Disney has a ton of gift shops, a lot of shopping opportunities. So it would be really nice, of course, too, to go and do that. Or you can take some time to go and get some type of sit down meal. Maybe you could get a reservation to eat somewhere at a sit down restaurant, or just take some time, honestly, to relax and eat at a quick service restaurant too. So there's still a lot that you can do if it does rain at Disney. But a little bit of planning going into your day can really help if you are going during some of the more rainy seasons, if that makes sense. Yes, they have that the dinosaur and I think like the dragon head at the Animal Kingdom entrance. Let's see. Yeah, dragon. Gotcha. They are not expanding. Oh, Doofs, for some reason I thought that they were expanding Magic Kingdom. They were doing like a Beyond Big Thunder Mountain idea, but maybe I was misinterpreting it for sure. Um, oh, a hotel, a Fantasyland themed hotel like Peter Pan rooms would be really cool. Princess themed lobby and a Sorcerer Mickey pool with the broomsticks. That would be so awesome. I think what resort it might be the All-Star Resort, All-Star Movies maybe has a Fantasia themed pool area. They might have something like that, but I agree. Some type of Fantasyland hotel would be really cool with the different themed rooms, and the lobby would be pretty neat. So I like that. That's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, the dragon, Beastly. That's right, Beastly Kingdom. Yes, thank you, Doofs. There are still dragons hidden all over Animal Kingdom, which next time we go down, I might have to look and see. I might have to look around and see where all of those dragons are, because I know I've seen the one on the sign, but I'd have to look everywhere else where they have them at. I think it's kind of a cool little fact. Yes, Guy, that's what we were talking about earlier. I wish that there was a Avengers campus that could come over here. I think with the way they have it worked out with Universal, I don't know if they're allowed to do it right now, but I could totally see that coming to Hollywood Studios for sure. Yes, and eating, we love the snacks for sure. Yeah, I thought they were adding it to Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna have to look into that. Yeah, lines are also very short when it rains, because a lot of people like to leave and go back to their hotel because they might not be prepared for the rain. They might be getting all wet. So that's when you can go and kind of maximize your time there too. Let's see. Oh, yes. Hey there, MM. How are you doing? Would like to see an Indiana Jones ride, more like Paris and not Disneyland. Oh, I think the Paris one, is it more of like a coaster ride, I think? That would be pretty sweet. That would be cool if they added that too. I could see that maybe being like an Animal Kingdom ride. We really liked it in Disneyland whenever we went on it at Disneyland. I thought it was really cool, but the Paris one looks super neat too. So these are all awesome ideas, guys. You guys are, yeah, more like a coaster. Gotcha. You guys always have really cool ideas, and I liked hearing what you guys had to say tonight. So not sure what next week's topic will be, but I think we're going to do more of a fun live like this. Let me know if you guys have been enjoying these, or if you would like me to go back to more of the theme park tips and help lives. Maybe we could expand to doing 2 lives a week if you guys liked both of these. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, but I think we're going to end our live here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in and letting me know what you would do if you were a Disney Imagineer. I think it would be pretty cool if we were, because we have a lot of cool ideas that we could add to the Disney park. So thank you guys for spending a portion of your night with me and sharing those things with me. So as we mentioned earlier, I do have the link to the Patreon in the pinned comment and in the description. So thank you guys if you're interested in checking that out. And of course, if you're new here watching on the live or on the replay, feel free to tune in with us next week at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. We always do these lives, and I'd love to see you guys over there. So thank you for being here if you're new. And of course, thank you for coming back if you have watched with us before. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Oh, you were saying Disney trivia. Okay, so maybe thank you for the idea, Sapphire Goat. Maybe next week I'll put together a Disney trivia for you guys if you would like that. So that would be awesome. So thank you guys for the suggestions. Thanks, of course, for watching and for the support. And we will see you guys in the next live or in the next video. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.